My journey to Aurora, I guess I'll start with that, is I got caught up in a life of drug addiction and alcoholism for many, many years. I guess it started when I was in my teens, when it wasn't a problem, and then as I got older and had children and was a single parent, and I got more heavily into, my drinking became a problem, and then it turned into a drug addiction, and then the drugs and the alcohol took over my life, and lost my kids and respect from my community, and it just went from bad to worse every day. And my abuse of drugs and alcohol continued to the point where I was in the hospital and sick, and I didn't have a way out, and I didn't know how to control it, and the high wasn't fun anymore, and the drunk wasn't fun anymore, and life wasn't good anymore, and my life was just I was destroying myself a little bit at a time every day, and I didn't know where to go. I went to a rehab out of province and was in there for a month and came out and relapsed that day that I came out. And then from there, my addiction and my drug addiction and my alcoholism just spiraled into craziness and just took over my life. And a police officer, I'd been arrested, and a police officer told me about Aurora when I was in the hospital as I was coming off of my drugs and alcohol, and I ended up having peripheral neuropathy, and I had a very difficult time walking, and just thinking, I was scared, and I wasn't sure, if this was the place to be or what to expect. And after 9 days in detox, I was moved to Women's Wing, and it was beautiful, beautiful bedrooms and other great support staff. So I went to groups and started learning about myself and about my addiction and where my addiction came from, and digging down deep into the roots of, and just bringing everything up and dealing with a therapist and counselors and going to group and AA, and just rediscovering myself and learning how to rewire my brain into a different way of thinking and coming out of the addict's way of thinking. So that took a bit of time. It took me a while to find my voice and find my strength and trust people and just become a new person. And my journey in Aurora was amazing. And so after my 60 days in Aurora, I came out and I was healed, and my dad picked me up, and I'm forever grateful, bless his heart, that he brought me to Aurora, because going to Aurora saved my life, and my life has changed forever. So I've been, actually this Sunday, August 4th, is my 3-year sobriety date. So it's huge. So when I got out of Aurora, the first couple of weeks were kind of scared to be back in society and just being part of the world again. And but I slowly got into it, and all the tools that I had put together in Aurora, my personal toolbox, my recovery toolbox, I call it. I use those tools every day, still to this day. And I had to leave those friends that I was in addiction behind and that I drank with behind, and start new and learn to go in a different path and work a different job and not work in a bar anymore, and just completely change my life around. And my faith in God is just immense, and that's what gets me through every single day. I use my tools from Aurora, my faith in God, and all the things that I've learned and continue to learn every day. Every day is a new day, and every day is a blessing, and every day is positive, and every day I'm so grateful to be sober. I don't have the negativity in my life anymore. It's only positive. And I don't know exactly what it was that happened in Aurora, but the healing process that I went through, I don't have the thoughts of, I don't have cravings. I don't crave my choice of drug at all. I don't crave alcohol anymore. I can walk past the liquor store. I don't mind sitting with someone who's having a glass of wine. I guess I celebrate recovery every single day. So every day I wake up, I'm so blessed and so grateful, and I pray every morning. Well, I pray throughout the day, but I practice a lot of self-care, and living in the country, it's a blessing. So for me, I take my bulldog and my big bulldog and my little bulldog, and we go out into the bush and we walk for 2 hours, and that's kind of my church. And I just go over like how blessed I am that I have a great job, and I have new friends they're not alcoholics, they're not addicts, and I can go out, like last night, went out for dinner to a friend's, and nobody's drinking. We're not talking about drugs. We're not talking about, oh, we need another bottle. It's like, oh, this is a great steak. Let's listen to some good tunes. Let's, sit in the hot tub and just enjoy. And it's like, even coming home last night, I'm thinking, wow, that was really great. Like there was no negativity involved. It was just so awesome to sit around and just celebrate life. So every day is I kind of give myself gratitude every day that I made it another day. And if I can help anybody along my journey that I continue on, that's even more of a reward for me, to give back what I've learned as much as I can. Well, I think Recovery Day is huge, and it's amazing that we've come this far in the world that we actually have Recovery Day. And the more people out there that are made aware that there is avenues that you can go to, there is places that you can go to, centers like Aurora that can help you change your life. You walk in there, an addict or drunk, you walk in there and they have this support group that's so huge you don't even realize that's there. And they help you through your journey if you're willing to get help and you're ready. So making Recovery Day in a whole, it's just so wonderful that everybody's learning about it, and everybody's learning that there's so many people out there that need the help and need to go into recovery and need to heal and need to reawaken their spirituality and their inner goodness and positivity to become the amazing people that they are outside of their addiction. So I think Recovery Day is, the whole event is, it's huge. It's like, I want to yell it out there, just like want so much for people to know that you can recover and you can have this amazing life, and you can be happy and you can be whole and you can give to people. And it's just, the fire's burning inside me right now. It's just Recovery Days it's awesome.